Welcome in, Gov fans, up here to Union County High School. Robbie Lott, Stan Painter, Carter Bells here for this non-region matchup as the Govs have made the trek up to Union County. Stan, an uncommon opponent, only the second time we've played these guys. William Blount victorious last year, 56-0, and William Blount is a lot bigger school than Union County, so things you got to work on here.
Yeah, certainly, and you could tell that by the size of the rosters, Robbie, out here, as you probably could field 2 or 3 of Union County's team just to match the number of players William Blount's got. At least 2, between 2 and 3. So, but a lot of people say, why was this game scheduled? Well, you got to remember this was scheduled 2 years ago. It's a 2-year.
William Blount was coming off the 0-10
season, so they were just looking for somebody to beat. So, had no idea that they would bounce back to 6-4 last year, and then right this year, 3-3. With a lot of games still left. They only played about half their season, Robbie. So, but you're right. I think this is an opportunity to work on your depth. There's some kids that are not playing tonight. Probably could have played if it was a
tougher
region opponent and so forth. But that's going to give them really a 2 weeks bye, because next week we have the bye. And then the stretch run is going to be really crucial, as you got 2 out of 3 against region games, Robbie.
Yeah, playoff teams.
And we're right there in the region, 2-1, and Science Hill's probably going to win the region now. But we can finish anywhere from 2nd to 4th, and so you don't want to finish 4th. I can promise you that. But 2nd or 3rd. So if you get one win, if you get a Jefferson County win, or if you if you were to upset Dobbins Bennett on the road in 2 weeks, you'll be looking at that 2nd seed.
Yeah, this is definitely a get-right game for the Govs guys. Got, like you said, Stan, got a lot of players that probably could have played but decided let's rest them for an extra week, get some young guys some work, and really work on some things that the Govs need to work on. As like you said, they go through a very crucial part of their schedule after fall break and the bye week.
Absolutely, Carter. Stan, we're going to take our first 2-minute break of the Heartland Roofing pregame show live from Union County High School. 2-minute break.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Welcome back to the Heartland Roofing pregame show. Here's Stan Painter, Carter Bells, Robbie Lotz from Union County High School as the Govs are getting set to do battle with a foe that they're 1-0 career all-time against. More importantly, let's go back to last week's stand in the area update as the Govs had a chance to stay undefeated atop the region as they had to go up on a Saturday to take on Science Hill and lost that game, put up a good showing offensively, but just couldn't get no stops and ended up losing last week 55-28.
Yeah, it's a tough game right there, Robbie. Is you feel like the offense probably played pretty decent. 4 scores against that's more than Maryville had actually against them. But you got to be able to get stops. You give up 55, you're not going to beat anybody with that caliber anyway. And so and you wonder, Robbie, about and I'm not saying this, but you thought you were playing Friday and you get a call about midday. Oklahoma.
Actually, we were almost on the bus.
And then you're not going to play, so you got to kind of reset. Then you're going to go up there on Saturday at 3 o'clock, which is, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. So I'm not saying that had an effect, but you wonder what kind of effect it may have.
It probably makes it easier for the team that's not traveling 2 hours, but no excuses. Coach Reeves is not going to use no excuse either. So.
But anyway, that one's behind you. And like I said, Robbie, I mean, they pretty much have the region. I mean, they do have to play DB, so it could come down to them in DB in the last game of the year. But, I think they may be the better team than DB, although I haven't seen DB play. But we'll get a good look at DB in a couple of weeks and so forth. But
record-wise, Dobbins-Bennett does lead the region at 3-0, Science Hill 2-0. William Blount sitting solely in third place right now with the 2-1 record, and that's the spot we really think we got to finish third or higher to avoid the first round matchup with Maryville Rebels, who looked really good last night.
Yeah, looks like are getting it rolling now, and so I don't think you want. I mean, the other 3 teams over there, Robbie. I mean, I take my chances with any of them. I mean, Bearden, Cleveland, and Bradley Central. I don't think Hardin Valley or Farragut's going to qualify for the playoffs, so it's going to be those 3. Bradley, Cleveland, and of course Bearden. Maryville will finish first, and then 2, 3, and 4. I think is still up for grabs. Probably Bradley's in the 4th spot, which we wouldn't be able to get that, but Cleveland. You look at Cleveland or Bearden if you get into that 3rd spot, and I kind of like that matchup.
Yep. Jefferson County's the 4th seed at the moment. They got 1 win and 2 losses. West Ridge and Morristown East both 0-2 to round out the region. Last week, region plays, we just mentioned William Blount lost to Science Hill 55-28. It was Dobbins-Bennett with a 47-14 win over Morristown East. Kind of showed their power there, Carter.
Yeah, Dobbins-Bennett's going to be a tough game, especially up there, guys. Another 2-hour drive. Definitely possible for these Govs, though. Just going to have to get some defensive stops, but Dobbins-Bennett really tough.
Yeah, it looks like they're putting up some points this year. Yeah. But good thing, like Stan mentioned, we do have a game like tonight where you hope to take control early, get your players rested. Then you have a whole week next week. We got 4 starters out tonight. I saw those guys get an extra week of healing, and you'll come off of a bye up there at Dobbins-Bennett where we've had good history.
Yeah, we've had the success to be, for them to be one of the premier East Tennessee programs, Robbie, and the premier Upper East Tennessee program. I like our success against them. So you never know. One thing I wonder about that Morristown, Robbie, they were 3-0. We beat them by 1 point, and then Jeff County beat them by 1 point. And then it seems like the wheels have kind of fell off. They against DB, and again last night they took a big thump in Little City.
Yeah.
So I just wonder, does somebody hurt? That was important. Are they kind of like lost some of their momentum? Or something. But I don't know. We'll see. But
it looks like they're falling.
Yeah, they're falling.
It seems like that 4 seed really Jefferson County's
pretty much locked into it because they've played the heavyweights. Yeah. They've only got, of course, they got us left, and then I don't remember who. It's either Westridge or Morris, or it'd be Westridge.
Westridge.
Yeah.
So that could still be that Westridge. That could be a play-in game right there.
It could.
So that wraps up the region aspect. So tonight's region schedule. Non-region game for Dobbins-Bennett, our next opponent in 2 weeks. They're at home taking on Elizabethton, and Science Hill tonight in a region matchup is taking on West Ridge. So West Ridge has to get that win, or they feel like they're getting close to elimination. Then, of course, Jefferson County's off tonight as far as region goes, but they take on Morristown West. And then we mentioned last night, Morristown East fell 35-14. Other scores that we'll be looking at on the Gov Nation scoreboard from last night, it was the Rebels 62-24 over Bearden. West taking on Alcoa. Stan, that's been a battle the last 2 years, the 5A power and the 3A powerhouse.
Yeah, it has, Robbie. And didn't West beat or Alcoa beat them last year?
Yeah,
West won 2 years ago
at Alcoa.
Yeah,
yep. So they flip flop.
Flip flop, but I think I don't think this West team is as good as they've been the last 2 years. Maryville took care of them pretty good, and so we'll see.
And they lost to Bearden.
Right, they lost to Bearden early on in the season, so we'll see.
And only had Heritage. What'd you say, 11 or something?
11 at the half, 17-6 at the over Heritage last Saturday.
A little bit, but yeah, Heritage gave another. Speaking of Heritage, they take on Halls.
That's a big game for Heritage.
That's a big game. 5A, Region 2 5A there. As Halls coming off of a big loss to Powell.
Right.
And
who is probably the best team other than West.
Yeah.
Powell and West have got 1-2, I think, probably marked up. Then you're looking at 3, 4, and 5. It's a 5-team league, Robbie. So you got Halls.
Central.
Yeah, Halls might be a little bit further ahead of those at the 3 seed. But big West or Heritage big game will come a little later on when they go to Central. But obviously, if they could get one against Halls, then that makes that Central game maybe a little less important. But we'll see.
Rockwood at Greenback. And then rounding out the Blount County teams, it'll be staying a fill-in game here. North Green at Eagleton. As everybody knows, with the hurricane last week, we got hit pretty hard in Upper East Tennessee. So
some of those teams are not going to be able to play, just because they're just trying to get their lives back together.
Yeah.
Probably,
football's second.
Yeah.
It don't matter right now.
And so it's Hampton. They were scheduled to go to Hampton, and I think North Green. They were going to Cloudland. Well, neither one of those teams can play, so Eagleton and North Green says, let's just play each other, which is a good idea. So, that gives them both a game, and so they can kind of keep their flow. And then the other two teams, Cloudland and Hampton, can, focus on what really matters.
Last game I'm going to be looking at is our future opponent, Saudi Daisy, 5-1, taking on a Red Bank team, Carter, down there in Chattanooga area. Saudi Daisy, 5-1 with a new coach.
Yeah, definitely different from last year. Last year, that game, not saying the team was done with the season, but their morale was definitely lower. So them being 5-1, looking pretty good so far this year. That's going to be a tough matchup for the Govs. We'll be at home this year, which is big, but you can't sleep on them.
It's big for Brad Porch anyway that we're home. Our cameraman.
All right, with that, we're going to take another 2-minute break. Come back with more here from Union County High School. It's the Govs and the Patriots here on the Gov Nation Network and AM 1470. All right, we're back here for the Heartland Roofing pregame show. Stan, we were off last week, but the coaches sent you the stats from last week to get the cumulative totals. And let's speak a little bit on that. On the way up here, we were talking about taking care of the football. And so far this year, the difference in last year's team and this year's team, quarterback hasn't thrown as many interceptions.
No, you're right, Robbie. As Jackson Dabrowski threw his second pick of the season last week against Science Hill.
And last year we were probably averaging about one a game.
Well, at least maybe sometimes two.
Yeah.
And, so anyway, he's only thrown 2 interceptions all year, so that's a great stat right there. And we've not really fumbled a lot either, Robbie. I think
another
of
big one
Brooks.
against Heritage.
We had the big one against Morristown East too, didn't we? Didn't Brooks fumble one against Morristown East?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, down on the side of the goal line. Yeah, and then Brooks fumbled there against Heritage.
Yeah, so just a couple right there, but I can't remember a lot after that. So Blount's really take care of the football all year as first downs. They lead their team in most of the statistics, Robbie. On the ground, they've outrushed their opponents by about 200 yards. They've outpassed their opponent. Actually, they've not out. They're about even. 9:48 to 10:16. As we're going to stop right here, they're going to do the national anthem a little bit early, Robbie.
Okay. All right. We'll just pause for that. Send it down to the field.
By the Union County Navy Junior ROTC, commanded by Cadet Petty. Also remain standing for the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by the Union County Patriot Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Tremendous job, Patriot.
We're back with Stats with Stan, brought to you by Red Tech. Robbie, as I was saying, our opponents have outpassed us a little bit, by about 68, 70 yards. Total offense, though, William Blount leads their opponents by about a little over 100 yards. One thing that I thought was a little bit odd, Robbie, is we've punted 9 times more than our opponents. So I'm sure some of that was from last week. And another stat that we're looking at that we probably not good is we have 11 more penalties through 6 games.
Yeah,
so
those are 2 negatives.
Averaging about 2 extra penalties per game. But you got to remember, Morristown had a ton of penalties and so forth. So that's where we're at. Individually, real quick, just running through those, our leading rusher is Klein with almost 500 yards now on the ground. Dabrowski at 333. Of course, Darius Brooks been out a couple of games, 245. Our leading receiver so far, Robbie, in yardage is DeHart with 11 catches for 218. Also getting in on that action is Telfer. Excuse me. I think I read that wrong. 218. 11 for 218 is Breeding. DeHart's 13 for 158, but 3 touchdowns. Telfer, Robbie, 12 catches, 241, and 5 touchdowns.
Wow, for the tight end. So definitely Coach Claybo's offense has utilized the tight end there this year a lot more than he did in last season. Last 2 seasons, really.
Yeah. And then we go to leading tacklers. Now, this has not been updated. His coaches didn't update that, so this goes back to Inquiry leads the team with 23 tackles. He is out or in tonight. He's in, right?
Query's in, yes.
Query's in. But
tonight we'll be missing Schultz, Reed, and Crumpton, and Brooks.
So you've got Crumpton with 15, Reed with 16. So they're like second and third tackles. So somebody's going to step up.
Is one of the state leaders in interceptions.
Right. He has 3, I believe. As long as that tab right over here, he has 3 interceptions as well. So some big shoes to fill on the defensive side of the ball tonight, Rob.
Yep. And right before we head to break, let's do our first to burst tonight, as it's brought to you by Broadway Barbershop. And if the fans want to get involved in it, you want to text your first to burst to 865-200-1926. That's 865-200-1926. Pick your first to burst. When you text in your name and your affiliation with William Blount, whether you got a family member or just a fan, let us know. And you'll be in the running. The winner tonight, we'll put our names in the hat and draw for the winner for a party pack from the Roll Arena. So your options tonight are Klein, Dabrowski, Dehart, Breeding, Telfer, or the field. And tonight we're going to let the cameraman Brad take first choice. He's going to take AK. Carter comes back with Dabrowski. I take Jaden Dehart. Producer Richard takes Breeding. Stan, you got the field.
I'll take it. I get Telford in on that as well, so that's who I'm going with.
All right, we'll take another 2-minute break. Come back with Robert Reeves' keys to tonight's win. Welcome back to the Heartland Roofing pregame show here from Union County High School, as the Govs and the Patriots just about set to take the field here about 5 minutes before kickoff. With that, we're going to bring up, I talked to Coach Reeves this week, and his Reeves Reads, brought to you by Twofold Mold. Give Travis a call, 617-0708. Tonight, his keys: stay focused at the task of hand, and that is to win the game. At the end of the game, you want to be the team victorious, Carter.
Yeah. Like we said, resting some starters. So you really just want to get the young guys some work and ultimately, like you said, win the game. Keep everybody healthy.
Number 2, correct last week's fundamental mistakes. Learn from them. And that was the key last week. William Blount giving up too many points. 55 points. Number 3 is going to be the best team on the field each play. Take it play by play, be the best team, win your one-on-one matchups, and we will be victorious with that at the end of the night. We'll move right on into the starters as they yet to do the coin toss. I think this is a Knoxville crew, Stan. We recognize a couple of people. I think they just make their way up from the Knox South Association.
Yes.
So we'll show the offense first. They're led by the junior quarterback, Jackson Dabrowski. Your tailback tonight will be Klein. Darius Brooks is out, so we don't know who will relieve him. Starting receivers will be Breeding, Boger, Dehart. H-back tight end will be Telfer. Anchoring the line is senior left tackle Watkins. Center will be Chris. Left guard Harbin. Right guard Albert. And right tackle Blackburn. Young offensive line, Stan.
Yeah.
You got to like that next year, building on a team like this.
Yeah.
You got all those guys back but one next year.
And really the offense, you lose Brooks, Robbie, and Reading, but return a lot of players on offense. Now, you and I were talking over dinner tonight. We got some big shoes to fill on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's the defensive starters on the front line. It'll be Montgomery, Monroe, and Thompson. I think that might be Montgomery's first start for Braden. Outside linebackers will be Boyd and Witherspoon. Inside linebackers will be Henson and Query. Defensive backs, we mentioned we're missing Crumpton and Reed tonight, so it'll be Sellers, James, Stogner, and Deal, the freshman. Is that the freshman Deal? Getting the start at free safety. There's your starters tonight for the Govs defense. As tonight, William Blount will be in their road white uniforms, navy pants. The Patriots will be in their home red uniforms, red pants. Both teams have white helmets. As we'll try to get the coin toss winner right before we send it to our last break. Looks like William Blount's won the toss.
Take the football. Jump on him early.
Maybe not. Maybe I thought he's.
I thought he looked that way, but
no, you got to give him. You got to give him.
There you go. Now it's in the air. Actually, Union County's won the toss. We'll see if they want the ball.
All right, the coin toss.
William Blount, Union County has deferred their option to the second half. William Blount's offense will get the ball first. We'll take another 1-minute break, come back with our Anywhere Movers kickoff. All right, remember, guys, text in 865-200-1926. Predict your first to burst. Options tonight are Klein, Dabrowski, Dehart, Breeding, Telfer in the field. So far, it looks like Klein is the most popular pick. You'll get to see the offense first. It looks like it'll be number 88. Doing the kicking. That's Aiden McCubbins. This is the Anywhere Movers kickoff. Give Alvin Jeanette a call, 865-235-4108 on AM 1470 and Gov Nation Network. William Blount will be moving left to right here in the first quarter. Just about a perfect night for football, Stan.
Yeah, it is. I was just looking, Robbie, getting dark a little earlier now, and the lights I would have thought would have been on.
Yeah, you might need to turn those on.
Going to definitely need them soon.
Actually, it's going to be number 25 kicking. No,
Shaq Rich.
Rich puts a foot into it. Pooch kick to the right side. Going to hit at the 20. And I think it's DeHart with
Yep.
it coming up there, cutting it up inside the 30 and out past the 34. That's where the Govs will take over the opening drive. Here, moving left to right.
Pretty good return right there by DeHart as he ball bounced off the turf right near the sideline and stayed in bounds. So he had to return that, and it was about one guy away from going the rest of the way. But
2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top is Breeding. The H-back is Telfer, the single set. Tailback to the left is Aiden Klein. Jabrowski in the gun, brings Boger in motion. Takes a shotgun snap, hands to Klein straight ahead. Gets past the 40 and picks up about 8.
Yeah, I'd be really curious, guys, to see how much tempo the offense runs with today. See if they try and chew any clock or just keep pedal to the floor.
well, I think Tyler or Carter, I'm sorry, that they'll try to run their offense tempo first, see how much they get up, if they can get up, and then we'll see if he throttles it back.
Same formation. Klein in motion. He will keep it. Quarterback keeper all the way. Jackson Dabrowski at midfield. Into Patriots territory, past the 45 and down around the 42-yard line. First down. First quarter first downs tonight will be brought to you by the Roll Arena. Looking for Roll Arena giveaway. Party pack of 4 will go to our player of the game and the person that predicts the first to burst.
14 Preston Hayes. First down, 10 yards to go for the Govs.
Dabrowski brings Boger across the formation. Looks that way. Now a screen back to Breeding on the left side at the 40.
Going to be roughing the passer as well on this play.
shot.
Dabrowski's, I think, shaking up a little bit there. He gets up now.
Yeah, big boy, believe that's number 65, Dre Winters. He took a shot after that ball was well released.
You don't need that. But it'll be a pickup of
6 yards, and then we'll go 15, about the 21, Robbie. Down and around right at the edge of the zone.
that'll be another first down. Brought to you by the Roll Arena stand. We had a debate on the. Whoa, they're going the wrong way.
They're taking it from the original line of scrimmage.
Oh,
That is not how that works.
No, it's not.
so he loses his.
So, hey Booker, we get the 6, then 15. Never mind. It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. So it'll be a first down. Stan, I talked about this thing we talked about on thread. Dabrowski looking to his right now across.
We got a William
False
Blount.
start.
Yeah.
Right side of the field.
So someone said William Blount last week was trailing 27-14 and had no first downs.
That's not true.
Right. So they said that those 2 80-yard passes were not first
No,
downs.
that's
So somebody's trying to tell me how to do the statistics. And I was telling them, no, anything that would result in a first down. Nebraska with an RPO keeps it blocking the back on Breeding. So that play's coming back.
Adding on to our penalty count, guys. It's been a
Back-to-back
problem.
penalty, a 5-yard procedure, and now a 10-yard
10 yard
blocking the
blocking the
back. It'll be from the line of scrimmage.
But it will be now 1st and 25. So after what started off as a pretty good drive, first couple of plays.
We played about 2 minutes. The clock rolls. Dabrowski has 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Telfer is the H-back. He will hand to Klein. Nowhere. Oh, he breaks a tackle. Is that Klein? Yeah. He gets some of the penalty yardage back, maybe 8 of it.
Do it yourself, Mr. Klein. He was bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. Might have even lost a yard. Able to break some tackles and get a good gain.
Bring up 2nd and 14. Telfer at the tight end position now. In motion is Boger. It's a toss to him.
Got a
It's
lot of
completion.
space.
He cuts it up nicely. Cuts against the grain now outside at the 20 and tackled at the 15. Should be a first down.
Thought maybe we had a horse collar there, but I guess not.
Yeah, I guess they're going to say they got him by the shoulder pad, not up underneath it.
So that's a pass reception on the flick end around. Keep the clock rolling with another Roll Arena first down. 9-10 left, opening quarter, first drive of the game. Who's going to be your first to burst? as it looks like Swank is checked in at the slot. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Single set tailback is Klein. Dabrowski brings Swank in motion. It'll be a swing out to Swank. Gets wide, cuts it up, and gets positive yardage inside the 15 down to the 14.
Yeah, the helmet come off.
So maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, I think so, Robbie.
Number 1, Tyler Hatmaker, and number 10, Brighton Beeler on the stop for the Patriots. Pick up of 2 and be second down 8 for the Governors.
Is that Brooks Bird checking in? I'm sorry, Braden Bird. Brooks Bird just texted me. Brooks Bird's put in for Klein. Could be his brother maybe getting a shot here. Dabrowski, second down and 8 in the shotgun. Takes it and keeps it himself, rolling to the right. Cuts it up, makes one man miss. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown, Jackson Dabrowski. Carter Bales wins the Gov Nation first to burst.
What do I win?
You win Chick-fil-A for a year. And just got one text that has Dabrowski and one more that had Dabrowski. So it's going to be a coin flip.
Number 32, Aiden Tyler, to tip the point after.
Aiden Tyler on for the extra point. Snap is down. The kick is up. Kick's a little left.
Good.
But it's good. 7-0, William Blount, 60-second break.
Who?
All right, we're back with the Anywhere Movers kickoff. Tyler, little short kick to the 20-yard line, hits and goes out of bounds. It'll be take it at the 35 or back William Blount up 5. It looks like they'll just bring the offense out at the 35. I think they're checking. Stan, awesome story here. Number 7, the quarterback at the Cosby game, was airlifted to the hospital, paralyzed from the waist down, had no feeling. But on the way to the hospital, finally got some feelings back in his legs, and now he played 2 weeks ago. Let's see if he's out there tonight.
Yeah, that's great. So Beasley, I think, is his name.
I don't know if he's out there tonight.
Oh, he may not be. Yeah,
I
that
saw
looks
him
like
in
him.
warm-ups.
No.
He's
Looks
down
like-
here on the sideline.
Yeah, he's not out
He
there.
is
Okay,
dressed
he
out.
is dressed out. So number 3 will get the starter quarterback. A handoff up the middle to Hatmaker. Number 1 gets 1 yard. So it'll be the starter tonight is going to be Brandon Reed. But still, just to be out here for Beasley is quite a feat.
Absolutely.
Tackled by number 99, Xander Monroe.
Give him 2 yards. Monroe on the tackle.
The second down at 8 for the Patriots. Ball on the 37-yard line.
This will be the Patriots' opening drive. Last year, Stan, they got to midfield, I think, 1 time in the 56-0 blowout William Blount had. Reed takes it, handoff. Met in the backfield.
Henson blew that play up.
A really good penetration off rip. Met right when the ball was handed off. So that'll put them behind the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 11, guys.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Expect them to try and put the ball in the air here.
It'll be 3rd down and 11.
3rd down and 11. See if they'll put it in the air. Got two receivers kind of confused. Now they're right, one left. Tied in at the top. Takes it, looking to his left. Pressure
Sack.
there. Ref over the ball.
Fumble.
And I think they
I
recovered
believe they
it.
got it back. They did.
Big number 60, I believe. Or 50 or 60.
I believe that's 50.
Number 50, Jaden Burns, falls on
Yeah,
the ball for
Burns
Patriots.
alertly falls on it, but it's a red tech sack and a loss of 6.
At 18.
So it'll be
On the 27
fourth down in a punting situation for the Patriots.
Number 8.
Olaseki, low snap, gets it away, straight up in the air. Going to be fair caught by Boger. No, it don't. He lets it bounce.
Oh, he should have caught it.
It takes a Patriot bounce.
For the Patriots.
You just run into him, and you get a 15-yard penalty. But it'll be a good punt, and the Govs will take over at the 29.5-yard line for their second drive with 5:53 left, opening quarter, leading 7-0. Klein will be the tailback to the right of Dabrowski. Two receivers at the top.
That's a false
We
start.
moved early. We fumbled the football.
It's
Doesn't matter.
Dead ball, because we started way early.
this is game 7, guys. And the same things we saw in game 1, we're still continuing to see in game 7.
I believe that was the tight end, Telfer, that took off
It
early.
was, and I feel like every time he thinks he's getting the ball, he's a little jumpy because that looked to.
Well, he's gotten the ball into the end zone 5 times. We heard that in the pregame stats with Stan. So he should be getting used to it by now,
Yeah.
Carter. First and 15, at least the third penalty of the game so far on William Blount.
Right, for 20 yards.
Here's a over-the-middle pass. You caught it, Carter. It's a fumble. No, he caught it. And it's going to be
Close
just
to the first down.
I think he's going to be a half a yard short. So I think he's got to get to the 39.5.
He is.
They're moving.
No, they're going to give it to him.
Oh, wow. So give him 15. That looked like the ones you see on college. Now, in the fourth quarter, that wouldn't be a first down on Saturday. Here's a handoff to Klein. Spins out of 1, but gang tackle there for a loss.
A really good job there by Union County, getting a bunch of bodies out there. Pretty solid penetration on the offense or defensive line, and getting them for a loss.
That don't need to be happening tonight. This line should not be giving up penetration like that.
Second down.
Under 5 minutes here. Second drive of the game for William Blount, leading 7-0. Dabrowski will take it. It's a quarterback keeper. Breaks one tackle, now running left, throws it outside. It's going to be caught by, I can't tell. I think it's Bird. Yep, that's going to be Braden Bird with the catch. And getting enough for a first down right at midfield.
And what composure there by Dabrowski, juking out a bunch of defensive players in the backfield and able to float it out to Bird on the outside, get a first down.
That first down brought to you by the Roll Arena. 5 yards of freedom. Free 5 back.
Now we got a flag.
Yeah, false start. Or offsides.
Offside.
They jumped in the neutral zone.
Against the Patriots.
That clap.
It'll be first down and 5.
Second penalty against the Patriots. To match William Blount's
I think
3.
it's only 1.5 penalties. Because they only half penalized on that one.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Under 4 to play here, opening quarter. In motion is Boger. Dabrowski will take the shotgun snap. Looking to the right. Double move across the middle. Going to be caught by Telfer. Breaks one tackle. Can he break another one? He can't, but he's inside the orange zone. Down around the 20-yard line after another Roll Arena first down.
Mark it right at the 20, so yep, just inside the orange zone.
And Robbie and Carter. Dabrowski 6 for 6 early on through the air.
He's hitting multiple targets, too.
Yep.
2 receivers left, 2 right.
25-yard completion
Am I missing one?
for the Governor. First and 10.
Dabrowski will throw a screen pass to Klein. Klein breaks up in the middle and stays on his feet down to the 5-yard line.
Mark him at the 6. No, they're going to move to the 5. Okay.
Good tackle by Reed, saving the touchdown, but not before William Blount gets inside the 5 with another Roll Arena first down, leading 7-0, looking for more. See if we can get Klein in the end zone here. Dabrowski will take it. Hand to Klein. Gets down to the 1, I believe. Maybe the 2. Give him 3. Somebody tripped him up barely. Another handoff. Klein walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Governors. 13-0. That's a Red Tech scoring drive made easy through the air by Jackson and on the ground by AK. Running a player on late to try to put this extra point up. Snap is good. Good. It's good. 14-0. We'll take a 60-second break. All right, back with the Anywhere Movers kickoff stand.
Got a shout out to Charlie Paleo, watching down in Georgia, Atlanta area. Thanks, Charlie. Longtime baseball coach for William Blount. Field named after him there at William
Yes, sir. Well deserved. That shot. That ball's going to hit the ground nicely. And taking that the 20. And running wide and not much there. Good tackle there. Can't see it. It's bad lighting.
22, Robbie, I think.
22 on the return.
Yeah.
Britt on the return. That's looking for the Governor on the tackle.
Oh, I was talking about 22 made the tackle.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Beeler was on the return.
Beeler on the return. On the tackle would be it can't be 22.
But it's 23. We have 23.
Yes.
That's 23 then. My bad.
That's Jacob Craig. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. This is a terrible angle. 23-yard line for the Patriots. They have 2:25 here in the first quarter. William Blount leading 14-0. There's a jet sweep handoff to the running back, number 5, getting his first. That's Bailey. Give him about 4 or 5. I guess 5s.
Tackle by number 10, Jacob Deal. Number 40,
The freshman Jacob Deal on the tackle,
pick up a 5. It'll be second down 5.
getting the start tonight in place of Randy Reed.
9-yard line.
Bailey picks up 5 on first down, so it'll be second down for the Patriots. 2 receivers left.
Ooh, jumped that really
And the
well.
quarterback's going to keep this one. Nice. Reed and getting their first down of the game. That's Reed keeping it.
And a really good read there by Reed. Jumped the snap really well on the left side. Not exactly sure who did that, but they were hitting the.
Carter, have you noticed the running back is putting his hand on the ground? You know, he stands beside the quarterback, but he's like an old wing T type.
Yeah, it's definitely odd. You don't see that a whole lot anymore.
Right. Now they got split tailbacks.
There is a formation in.
It's like an old offset eye right here.
Yeah.
And a handoff to Bailey. Not much, maybe a couple. Gang tackle there.
I believe they're going to give him one.
Yep, you're right. Just one. Trying to get that fullback's number in case he gets a carry over there.
I think it's
32?
32 or 35.
35. Could be, yeah.
35.
Trey Cates.
Ball on the 37.
Yeah, he looks like a bowling ball, so look out if he gets the ball. Might be hard to bring down.
2nd and 9. Well, last play maybe of the quarter if it's a run play. And it's a quarterback keeper. Reed cuts it up. Now he tosses it back. That's dangerous.
Ooh.
William Blount's there. And that's Sellers with a big TFL, a red tackle for loss. That's probably going to do it for the first quarter of action.
Yeah, Reed right there trying to make something out of nothing. Ended up losing more yards than he would have if he just kept the ball.
Your score at the end of 1, William Blount 14, Union County 0. We'll take a 60-second break. All right, 3rd down and long, second drive in a row where they've got a 3rd down and long. They did pick up a 1st down, though. But this will be a 3rd down and about 12 and a half. Rolling to his right. Reed going to take off. Pressure.
Almost intercepted.
Boyd could have intercepted it.
Yeah, kind of ran past the ball. Wasn't quite ready for it. Surprised the ball even came his way. There were a lot of Gov defenders there. That'll bring up 4th and long and another Patriot punting situation.
On the 33-yard line.
Is that Rich punting?
Over Flecky, back to the punt.
Oh, no, Olaseki.
Nate Faulkner, number 6.
Snap is good. Olaseki gets it off the right side of his foot and out of bounds around the 50-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Huh?
Oh,
Bring it back to
And
right at the 50.
Yep. So
Short punt by over Flecky.
short punt, and William Blount will take over at midfield.
At the 50-yard line, for his 1st down. 10 yards to go.
Stan, that's a situation that I don't punt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try my
Well, his first one was good, though. But
I'm going to try my 4 plays.
yeah, I mean,
Guess how much long it's going to take William Blount to get back down to where they punted from.
right. Like one play.
Here is a handoff to Klein. No, another
2 plays.
TFL. Loses a half a yard or a yard.
A yard minus 1.
I am not a bit pleased with the push of the offensive line right now. This ain't going to cut it.
52, Preston Atkins.
You got back-to-back games you got to win in this region coming up. You need to be very sound offensively.
Yard loss on the play. Ball on the 49-yard line for 2nd down. 11.
Although their defensive line is pretty
They've
big.
got some big boys, yeah.
I'm going to say not as big as Dobbins Bennett. Dabrowski rolling to his right. Stays behind the line of scrimmage, now throws it away.
Very smart. Going to end up losing yardage. Decides, I'm going to throw it out of bounds. It will make it 3rd and long. 3rd and 11.
His first incompletion of the night. He started 7 for 7 on the first 2 drives for 93 yards.
It'll be third down, 11 for the Governors.
The Science Hill announcer last week, Stan, gave Jackson the nickname of Jackson Football. Kind of reminds you of Johnny
Yeah.
Manziel out there. That's a good comparison. Dabrowski fakes the toss. Now goes across the middle. Going to be caught by Boger or Swank?
Swank.
And it's going to be enough for a first down.
Well, and you like what you're seeing, guys. Balls thrown over the middle for William Blount on the offensive side.
Second quarter first downs will be brought to you by Murphy Bobcat. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name a Murphy Bobcat player of the game, showing the difference between a good player and a great player.
It'll be 1st and 5 now after the offside penalty. Dabrowski's so good at selling that hard count, guys. I mean, you know that these guys watch film, but it seems like it happens once or twice a night, sometimes more.
So another free 5.
Carter, you were saying throwing across the middle. We hadn't seen that until the last couple of weeks or 3 weeks, I guess. So
yeah,
early in the year, we didn't see that as much.
Against Heritage and Carnes, that's really what hurt the guys, the inability to throw it over the middle.
And it would have made those defensive ends loosen up a little bit, you know, with the way they got upfield and made all the plays in the backfield. Here's a handoff. No, RPO, swing it out. Going to be caught by Swank. Breaks one tackle to 20. 15, gets wide at the 10 and out of bounds. Around the 5, it'll be another Murphy Bobcat first down, 1st and goal at the 5-yard line for the Governors. We're in the Bowen Orange zone. Give them a call, 830-DOOR, with over 50 years of experience. The Govs knocking on the door of the end zone for the 3rd time.
1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Timeout going to be taken by Union County, I believe. It is. Second quarter timeouts brought to you by the Bonner Burger at the corner of 411 and Foothills Mall Drive. We'll take a 60-second break. Govs got 1st and goal at the 5. Power set with H-back is Telford. Klein stands to the right of Dabrowski. It'll be a handoff to Klein.
Stuffed.
They're all over him.
Selling out to the run, guys.
But you absolutely know if Jackson pulls it at any time, it's going to be a touchdown. The way they're selling out on that inside give. Give him
Nothing.
no gain.
Yeah, 0 on that one. So 2nd and goal at the 5.
Now you'll flip it to Klein to the left of Dabrowski. The straight quarterback roll to the left. Dabrowski tries to turn a corner. He will. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Debo. It's 20-0 Govs. Do we go for 2 here? I can't remember.
4-yard run.
Yes.
Is it this one you go for 2?
Yeah. We'll see if they do, but
They're not.
No. He didn't look at the sheet. The high school sheet to get to the 30-point rule. Mercy rule, that is. Nonetheless, William Blount will try to go up 21-0 with the Tyler extra point. The snap is on the block. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-0. We'll take a short break. Anywhere movers kickoff by Aiden Tyler. Looks like he's going to pooch it here to the left, and he does. It hits the ground at the 20. It hits backwards, spins it
What a
back.
good one.
And they get on it alertly. I believe it's Beeler.
What a kick there by Tyler.
I think they're trying to read that off the bounce, but that's dangerous when you do that. Try to get some scores. If my peoples can text me some scores. Dobbins Bennett 7-0 over Elizabethton. Science Hill 7-0 over West Ridge. Alcoa 7-0 over West. Bradley and Farragut tied at 7 for a battle for 5th place in Region 2.
4th place.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Straight QB go. He's going to get past everybody and get a good gain.
Another first down and getting close to midfield. We mentioned they only got to midfield one time last year, but Reed gets wide and picks up 15.
Reed, a whole lot of speed.
Halls leads Heritage 6-0.
Oh, they're going to call a hold, guys.
Oh, wow. Brought it back. What a play. That must have been why the edge was so wide open. We don't have replays tonight, but we will trust the officials. We don't have a choice.
I think they're calling the hold from the 35, so that'll back him up.
We're about to the original line of scrimmage.
1 yard behind it,
Yeah.
guys. So it'll be 1st and 11.
But it's bigger than a 10-yard penalty. It's really like a 25-yard penalty because I gained 15. Now you got some type of clock malfunction, maybe. They're talking to the Union County side about something.
May have been questioning the call, Robbie.
No, he's looking
is
at the
a clock.
clock. It's looking at the clock guy about something.
You may have to keep it on the field. Is that what they're telling him to do? Come out there?
Yeah, let's see if have y'all watched the scoreboard? I haven't looked.
I haven't.
I don't have a monitor in front of me tonight. We're not at the friendly confines of Mike White Field and Skip Murren Stadium, so. Yep, it looks like they've now brought the timekeeper out there, and I guess they'll just have to kind of tell us. That'll be Carter's job right now. He'll be keeping the clock on his watch. Each play. Carter, you got 8:21. I need you to stop.
I believe they're trying to get it reset on up here. I think they might be having some technical difficulties.
I don't know why they called that guy all the way out there, though. Do you, Robbie? I'm like you. I think this will be kept on the field.
So we're at
I guess
minutes.
to tell the referee, and then the referee.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if they weren't going to keep it on the field, is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
8 minutes and 21 seconds.
He's standing way back, but kind of out of the play. So his sole possession, sole duty was to keep the clock.
It'll be a handoff straight up the middle, and might have got back to the original line of scrimmage of the 25. I believe that was Bailey.
Handoff to number 3.
No.
That's Brandon Reed. Nowhere to go for Reed.
I think it was Bailey. No. Yeah, it's Bailey.
On the 25-yard line.
So was Beasley in the game? At
No,
quarterback?
it wasn't Reed.
Was it a Wildcat?
Second down, 11.
He said number 1, Brad just told me.
Okay, Hatmaker on the carry.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, was Beasley in at quarterback?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
No, Beasley's not
Reed-
in. He's down
Reed.
here on the sideline.
Okay, I got you. Yep.
Reed came over to the sideline.
So it was some type of Wildcat. Now they got the offset. So it's going to be a delay of game. 5-yard penalty on the Patriots.
Dead ball.
So now it'll be 2nd and 16.
Delay of game by the Patriots.
That is the 5th penalty by the Patriots for 40 yards.
16.
The receivers didn't even get a play call. They didn't even go back into the huddle.
Ball to 20.
Game clock not running, guys. Play clock not running. Game clock is.
Game clock added 10 seconds. Blitz coming. Reed gets rid of it. Deflected. No receiver in the area, but I think they're going to say maybe deflected.
The quarterback.
So he gets rid of it.
Gets rid of it.
So bring up 3rd down and 16.
A little over 7 minutes remaining here in the first half, guys, if I'm keeping it correctly. I did stop it on the incomplete pass, so I've got that going for me.
One thing we do know, if we get 2 more scores, it could be about a 24-minute second half. Mercy rules 30-0, and that's what our goal, well, my goal was. I think that all of Gov Nation Network was hoping for a mercy rule game. Rolling to his right. Reed, we get wide, and we're going to take him. No, he's breaking tackles, and now he's going down.
Really good gang
5
tackle
Governors.
there by the Govs.
Reed's going to lose about 4 more. Back to the 15. It'll bring up a punting situation. So still only 1 first down for the Patriots.
Reed guy's a little slow to get up there. I think he might have hit his head on the turf. He looks a little wobbly.
That'd be 4th down. Looks like he's back to punt for the Patriots. Standing on the
Boger stands at the 46, so William Blount's going to get good field position again. Snap is a low one, drops it. Now he's going to have to run, and Olaseki's going down. That's Bird. Freshman Bird doing a little bit of everything.
Absolutely. So the Govs will start this possession 1st and goal at the 9.
On the red tech sack, setting up the Govs.
$6:15 remaining here in the first half. Govs looking to get a quick score, get back on defense, have the opportunity to put 2 on the board here.
Dabrowski takes a snap, hands to Klein. Klein's getting wide and into the zone for another touchdown. 9 yards out this time. AK for his 2nd. And we will.
Adios.
Adios. Brought to you by Realty Resource. Extra point by Tyler, so try to get us up by 28. Around 7 minutes left. He drops the ball. He's going to fire it away, and Fisher Newman will throw it incomplete. So your score will be 27 for William Blount, 0 for Union County. We'll take a 60-second break. Hayden Tyler's been a busy man. We got 4:30 left here in the opening half. William Blount leading 27-0. We got a score from Alcoa. It's 7-7 as West has tied it up. Here's Beeler with it, going to the right side and getting past the 20 and tackled there. Shout out to Marilyn Smith, longtime listener and Gov fan, one of my favorites, for that score update. So the 24-yard line is where the Patriots will start out this drive with 1 first down so far tonight and haven't gotten the ball past midfield. And one
Negative.
thing
negative yards total offense so far.
Good to see Reed back into the game, Stan, as he got banged up there on that last sack, but he's back out there. He's got 2 receivers right, 2 left, and the bruising tailback, Cates, stands behind him. He might give him a carry. He will. Cates goes straight ahead, chop down there around the 26, give him 2.
Curry Cates, number 35.
Actually, give him 3, Stan, to the 27.
Really good tackle there. That's what you got to do against a big bruiser like that, Rob.
You got to get lower than low. Lower than low.
Yeah, because he's going to be low, so you're going to have to get lower than him.
As you see, sophomore Mason Johnson in at linebacker, freshman Bird out there, freshman Dale, and also Stogner. In motion is Britt. Now the quarterback's going to take a chance to pass. No, he's going down.
Bird
and somebody had him.
Somebody at the bottom. Or maybe, is that Monroe?
No, a little smaller than Monroe. 66.
76.
Sacked by number 33, Braden Bird.
Hubbard. That is Carter Hubbard, junior defensive lineman for William Blount, 76. Him and Bird combined for a half a sack each on the Red Tech sack. Loss of 4, back to the 23.
3.
Reed looking to his right. Slant
big
pattern
hit.
drop by Olaseki. And now Olaseki will have to go back and punt. Your punishment for dropping that will be to go back here and punt.
Around 2:55 remaining here in the first half, guys, give or take a few seconds.
That'll stop the clock, and William Blount will have a chance to run their 3-minute offense here as Boger stands around midfield.
Olaseki back to front for the Patriots.
Snap is a good one. The punt is straight up in the air. Going to hit around midfield and go into William Blount territory and down at the 45-yard line. Good punt, no return. Actually, they'll mark it at the 46. So William Blount is 4 for 4 on touchdown drives so far.
On the 46-yard line.
So it looks like we've got the clock rolling again here for the scoreboard. It still says we've got 7 minutes.
Yeah,
they're running it
they're
down.
just trying it. 2 receivers left for Dabrowski. Single receiver at the top is Breeding, I believe. It's going to be a handoff. Klein straight ahead, 45-40. 35-30, bounces it out left. And he's going to take it to the house. 54 yards. Aiden Klein.
Number 3, Aiden Klein. 54-yard run by Klein for the Governor touchdown.
There was a hole that the offensive line opened up for him. See if they'll go for one here. No reason not to. As you now lead 33-0 with under about 2.5 probably what we think.
About 2.5, yep.
The point after.
Last snap was botched. This one's on the block. This one's up. And good. 34 rip. We'll take a 60-second break. All right, Aiden Tyler and the Govs with a 34-0 lead. We think about 2.5 before halftime. Union County's got 2 timeouts. And here's a kick down the middle. Going to be taken this time by Olaseki on the left side. Now coming back to the right. Cuts it up, gets wide at the 35. Now to the 40, 45. And this drive's going to start in William Blount territory at the 45-yard line. Poor special teams. As we kicked it down the middle. I don't know if that was designed, Stan, but
Yeah.
he had been doing a good job of angling it.
Right. Correct. I mean, but say, I don't know if that's the case. They don't need to do that again because that's a big return for them.
Those have been the Achilles heel for the Govs has been some special teams kickoffs. All right, so the Patriots last year got past midfield one time. This drive will start past midfield. It'll be Reed in the gun. And he fumbled the ball. William Blount can get on it. They will. I believe it's going to be.
What's the flag?
That's a beanbag. It's a beanbag.
Oh, I thought I saw laundry.
William
on
Blount
top of the
recovers it. And it's going to be recovered.
Oh, no, and then we've got a guy hurt.
Swaney. They got a guy hurt.
They got a
too.
guy hurt.
Where's our guy?
I don't think we have anybody hurt.
No.
I misunderstood you. I thought you were saying we had one. Okay.
No.
I got you. We'll take a short break as they tend to the injured player.
All
right, we're back here. Dre Winters gets helped off the field there. Looks like he's been banged up a little bit all game, but he's really put out a lot of great effort for the Patriots. Jabrowski straight drop going across the middle, going to be caught. Off to the races is Klein with a catch reception. This time it's 40 yards and another house call for AK. His 4th touchdown of the game.
Another one-play drive for the Govs.
40-yard completion for the Governors.
Leading 39-0. No, 40-0. I'm sorry. Now looking for the extra point to get a 41.
Tyler just hits the point after.
Snap is high, kick is up, and good. All right, we'll take another break. 60 seconds. right, we're back here for another Anywhere Movers kickoff. We think we're getting close to under 2 minutes now. Don't have the official. And it kicks this one, I think, out of bounds. Yeah.
Kick out of bounds. Around the 9-yard line.
So maybe working on trying to get it on the boundary, but we've had quite a bit of kicks either out of bounds or
Right on the verge.
yeah.
We got a score. West leads Alcoa 10-7, and Science Hill leads West Ridge 14-7.
21 now.
Now it's 21-7 Science Hill. So the West Rebels going into Alcoa.
Trying to pull off a little bit of an upset
Yeah, the
and revenge last year's loss.
35-yard line. Will be first down. 10 yards to go, Patriots.
At halftime, we'll have Stats with Stan. We'll see the band play as they made the trip up. And we'll have our pick segment with college football preview for tomorrow. There's a handoff up the middle. I believe that might be Bailey.
And off number 1.
Nope, it's going to be Hatmaker.
Got about 5 on that.
Tackle by number 10, Jacob Deal.
Jacob Deal on the tackle.
Also 54, Bryson Perkins.
Looking for their second first down.
82, Drew Campbell also on the stop. Ball on the 40-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard gain.
Clock rolls.
It'll be second down 5 for the Patriots.
Reed takes the snap, hands it to Hatmaker. Is going to get a first down. Their second of the game. These second quarter first downs are going to be brought to you once again by Murphy Bobcat. They'll stop the clock with a timeout. Patriots call their second timeouts, brought to you by the Bonner Burger. We'll take a 30-second break with them. All right, 1st and 10 Patriots. After they pick up a Murphy Bobcat first down at the 46. It'll be a quarterback keeper for Reed, running left, cuts it up around the 46. Now gets a couple and chopped down short of midfield.
That's the number 3, Brandon Reed.
They need to hurry.
Under a minute now here. Should be around there.
It'll be second down 7 for the Patriots. Ball on the 49-yard line.
2nd and 7. I don't know if they got time to huddle up. Got to be getting close to halftime.
Well, they haven't played. The play clock has not moved, so
It may not be working now.
Well, it was working,
Yeah.
so maybe we're under what I thought we were.
Okay, under 40.
Reed going to go down for a red tech sack.
So that should do it.
No, they're going to call another timeout. No, never mind. That was it. That's the last play of the half. Your score at the half is William Blount 41, Union County 0. We'll take a little bit of a break, come back with Stats with Stan. I'm going to go get us some waters, and we'll have halftime festivities here brought to you by Heartland Roofing.
Welcome back to Union County High School, where this is the Heartland Roofing Halftime Show, brought to you by, of course, Heartland Roofing. Give Nate a call for free estimates and also free inspection. We'll move right into the stats with Stan as you watch the Jefferson County Band. I'm not sure if the William Blount Band is performing or not. They've not went out there, but we'll try to get that if they are. Here's the scoring in the first half. William Blount got on the scoreboard first on the opening drive as Dabrowski went 14 yards. Aiden Tyler's kick is good, 7-0 Governors. Next, after a punt by Union County, Aiden Klein goes in from 2 yards out. That's one of 4 first down touchdowns for him, as that was a 2-yard run. Tyler's kick is good. It's 14-0 at the end of one. Govs. Second period, Blount lit up the scoreboard. Dabrowski with a 5-yard run. Tyler's kick was good. 21-0 Governors. Klein answered Dabrowski on a 9-yard run. Bobbled snap. They had to do the fire drill. Couldn't get the pass off or get complete. Blount, or the 2-point conversion failed. It's 27-0 though at that point. Then back-to-back 1-play drives as Klein gets a 54-yard run. Aiden Tyler's kick is good. It's 34-0, and then Blount ends it, or the last score of the half is a 40-yard pass from Dabrowski to Klein for the touchdown. Tyler's kick is good, and we're at 41-0 Governors. Here are your team statistics right now at the total domination by the Governors, just like the scoreboard. 13 first downs to 2 for Union County. William Blount has rushed it 12 times for 115 yards. Union County has rushed it 16 times for -1. Through the air, great first half by Dabrowski, 10 of 11, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, 179 yards through the air. The Patriots have thrown it 3 times. They have not completed any of those, so they have 0 yards passing. Total offense, 294 to -1 at the half. Penalties, William Blount 3 for 20. Union County 5 for 40. Turnovers, William Blount did not turn the football over. Jefferson County did turn it over once on a fumble. They did turn it over on a downs as well, as they dropped the punt and wasn't able to get it off there. Punting, William Blount has punted none. 0 punting, did not punt. Also for Union County, 3 times for 30.7 average for Jeff County. Union County, I keep calling them Jeff County because they both are the Patriots. Here's individually on the ground, Klein, 9 carries for 80 yards on the ground. He also has 3 rushing touchdowns. Dabrowski has 3 carries for 35 yards on the ground, and he has 2 rushing touchdowns. Through the air, we gave those. Dabrowski 10 of 11 for 179, a touchdown. And, of course, that touchdown was to who other than Aiden Klein, a 40-yard catch. He actually has 2 catches for 55 yards. Also catching for William Blount, you got a couple for Telford for 40. Swank has 3 for 48. 1 for 17 for Boger, 1 for 13 for Bird, and 1 for 6 for Breeding. Over on the Union County side of the football, not a lot there on the offensive side to talk about other than Hatmaker does have 5 carries for 10 yards. And then also Bailey has 3 carries for 3 yards. And then, of course, the fullback, number 35, who is Cates, has a carry for 3 yards. No passing yards for the Union County Patriots. And your halftime score is once again William Blount 41, Union County 0. We'll be back with the pick section and a score update right after this.
Back here, Heartland Roofing Halftime Show. We're going to go ahead and move into the College Pick'em segment. I'm joined this time by cameraman Brad Porch, who is currently, as it'll come up here, currently in second place, I believe.
Second right now.
So, pretty big comeback. I think you were kind of near the bottom there to start, but I've fallen a little bit, sitting at a record of 27 and 23. So I was the first one to break 20. And then have stunk it up since. So, I believe in first place is Eli, who's not with us tonight.
Yep, one game ahead of me.
Yep. So, we'll move into the first game here. Syracuse at UNLV. This is an FS1 game at 9 o'clock. It's a nightcap. UNLV favored -6. They are the home team and the only ranked team in this. Brad, you want to go ahead and give your pick for this one?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Qs. I think their offense has just improved a lot better over the past recent years, and plus I have a little wager on them tonight, so I'm definitely going with the Qs.
There you go. I believe you and Richard are the only two that picked Syracuse in this game. I went with UNLV, the home team. UNLV, they lost their starting quarterback because of NIL problems. They bring in their backup. Their backup ends up absolutely tearing up whoever they played last week. I can't remember who they played, but they played really well. So I went with UNLV. I think with them being at home, I think they're probably going to be in the running for the group of 5 favorite for the playoffs. So I went with UNLV here. Everyone else did as well except for Richard and you. Next game, ABC, noon kick. You've got the Missouri Tigers heading down to College Station playing TAMU, the Texas A&M Aggies. I'll go ahead and make my pick for this one. I went with Texas A&M. I think even though it's a noon kick, that's a tough place to play. Missouri hasn't looked good against relatively decent teams, and I don't see them making the college football playoff this year, and I think this is going to be one of their losses. So I went with Texas A&M in this one. And Texas A&M is favored in this game as well. So
yeah, I definitely don't see Mizzou ranked as high as they are right now. I went with A&M as well. I mean, I just think at home versus Mizzou, that hasn't really been tested, whatsoever.
Yeah.
Plus, I just very distasteful with Drinkowitz.
yeah, absolutely. Looks like we have 2 guys that went with Mizzou, that being Lucas and I believe Robbie. So other than that, A&M sweeps. So a lot of people liking the Aggies. Next game, ESPN, also a noon kick. SMU heading over to Louisville to play the Cardinals. Louisville ranked number 22 in this game and favored by about a touchdown, -6.5. Brad, what's your pick on this one?
To be honest, I don't have much info on SMU, but I'm just going to go with the home team and the Cards here. I think they roll and cover.
Yeah, I was kind of iffy on this one. I don't know a whole lot about Louisville. I know that SMU looked really good against Florida State this past week. Of course, Florida State's not been what they were last year by any means.
Correct.
But I went with SMU. They looked really hot against Florida State, and I just don't trust Louisville. I don't know why. I think it's going to be Miami and Clemson for that college football playoff spot, and I went with the Mustangs.
There we go.
Next game, ESPN2, also a noon kick. Pittsburgh heading down to North Carolina. Pitt, a 2.5 favorite on the road here. Brad, who'd you pick on this one?
As much as I did not want to, I picked Pitt. I went up to Pitt a few years ago and was not treated very nicely. So anytime I can pick against Pitt, I will. But I just think North Carolina, I mean, obviously they don't have that much of a defensive. Who was it that put 70 on them?
James
Madison. James Madison, yeah. So, I just don't think their D can stop Pitt and, getting in a shootout with Pitt. I don't think is a good matchup for them.
Yeah, I agree. I went with Pitt as well in this one. North Carolina, their offenses look pretty good, but I believe they lost their starting quarterback early in the year. Was it them or Duke? One of those teams lost their starting quarterback.
North Carolina,
and they've bounced back and played pretty well, but I can't pick North Carolina after they gave up that many points to James Madison. So I went with the Panthers. pretty spread out on this one. I believe we have quite a few guys that picked Pitt. Tyler picked North Carolina, and Timothy picked North Carolina. But other than that, Pittsburgh rolls.
There we go. Next one up.
Next game here.
Ole Miss versus South Kakalaki.
Yep, Ole Miss coming off of a big home loss to the University of Kentucky. Mark Stoops is good for about one of those a year.
Oh, yeah.
Glad it happened against Kentucky and not Tennessee.
Very true.
Mississippi is favored in this game. Looks to be, is that a 6 or an 8? I can't tell. 8.5.
Yeah.
8.5 point favorite here. This is a 3:30 kick. Brad, who'd you pick in this one?
I am going with the home team, the Gamecocks. I think that their mobile quarterback of theirs is just really good, very talented, and I just think Ole Miss has two letdown weeks in a row here.
See, I was very tempted to go with the Gamecocks in this game, but I think Ole Miss is going to have a pretty big bounce back. I think Jackson Dart's going to look good. I think Lane Kiffin's going to air it out like he should have against Kentucky and didn't do.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Hotty Toddy in this game. Pretty split across the board for the Gov Nation crew. Lucas goes with Ole Miss. Eli goes with Ole Miss.
Yeah, I think only a couple of us picked Carolina.
Yeah, Richard went Carolina. I thought I saw a few more than that. And then you. That's it. Okay, yeah. I thought there were more than that, but.
We got two smart men up here.
Yeah, they got two smart people, right? All right, next game, FS1, 4 o'clock kick. It's going to be Rutgers at Nebraska. Nebraska, 6.5 point favorite at home. Brad, who'd you pick in this one?
I went with the Scarlet Knights. I mean, I know Nebraska has, definitely improved from years past, but I just think Rutgers has a really good all-around team this year, and I think they're going to give it to Nebraska.
Yeah, Rutgers is really solid this year, and I the Dylan Raiola kid, he just is a little cringy, acting like Patrick Mahomes. But I did go with the home team here. Nebraska, they haven't been good recently, but regardless, it's still a pretty tough place to play. So I went with the Huskers in this one. Looks like we had quite a few people also go with Nebraska. Richard went with Rutgers, and you went with Rutgers, and Timothy went with Rutgers.
Okay.
So, and Stan. So, actually, Rutgers, I think, ends up taking the cake in this one.
Favorite.
But, yeah. All right, next game. It's in Fayetteville. Number 4, Tennessee, heading down to Arkansas to play the Razorbacks. Tennessee, a 14-point favorite, 7:30 kick on ABC. I'll go ahead and make my pick on this one. I think Tennessee wins. I think Tennessee covers. And I think that their quarterback is going to throw at least one interception. He's very bad holding on to the football.
Yeah.
Our front seven, I think, is going to stack him up pretty good, help out our secondary. And I think we're going to open up the playbook as it looks like Tennessee might be the healthiest they've been all season.
Yeah, they have a decent mobile quarterback, but like you said, I don't trust him passing whatsoever. And they rely a lot on the run game, too. So, with our defense, I don't think they're going to be able to run it against us. I believe we roll 20 or more.
We're going to have to speed it up here as the teams look like they're getting ready to play. Michigan at Washington. Brad, who are you taking in this one?
Going with the Wolverines.
I am also going with Michigan. I believe a lot of people in our staff also went with Michigan. Richard picked Washington. And then ESPN, Miami at Cal. This is an ACC matchup, so a little weird.
Yeah.
I went with the Hurricanes in this one. Cal, I just don't think they're going to have it. Cam Ward is just too smooth in the backfield.
Correct. Yep. Miami, the Hurricane, traveling all the way across the country. They're gonna spin, gonna win.
Yep, absolutely. And then Richard went with Cal. So, he went with Miami. Okay. And then last game, Texas Tech at Arizona. Arizona, 6.5 point favorite at home. It's an 11 p.m. kickoff, so a late one here on the East Coast. I can't remember exactly who I went with.
I just had to look at. I went with Arizona.
I did as well. Arizona at home wins. So I think that does it here for our pick segment as we're going to move in.
Always been fun to be on the air with you guys.
Absolutely, Brad. Thank you, sir. As we move into second half action, hand it back off to Robbie and Stan for the Anywhere Movers kick.
Thank you, Carter. And Brad also jumping in there.
Brad going live on Gov Nation. Alcoa's got the lead at half, 14-10. We had a score Farragut 21-14 over Bradley.
Farragut looking for their first win.
Yeah, and that would be the 4 spot, right?
Yeah.
To get probably a playoff spot in that game. Powell only leads Carnes 7-0 in the second quarter. Science Hill all over West Ridge 28-7. And shocking here, Dobbins Bennett up 14-10. Not that one, but the shocking one is Jeff County only trailing by 3 to Morristown West at halftime. Here's the kickoff. Olaseki running wide, does another good job of going all the way across the field, runs 50 yards the opposite side, and gets a return past the 40. There's definitely weakness in the kick off
Near the 40-yard line.
team. Gotta do something to shut those angles or something. I don't know anything about it, but
The clock has not started to run.
The 40-yard line.
so,
Here,
but,
so-
but it's Mercy rule, so just set the clock.
Yeah,
12
looks like
minutes, and we're probably
30 minutes away from a final.
hopefully 30 minutes away from in your truck.
I'll go ahead and set this here at about 11. As about a minute has probably gone off the clock.
Brady Beasley, number 7.
Beasley's in a quarterback. He'll take a handoff. Not much there. Just they went power I formation. Good to see the Beasley. I mentioned that in the first half. Number 7 out there, Braden Beasley, was airlifted from Cosby High School to UT Medical with had no feeling in his legs, paralyzed, they thought, from the waist down off of a hit. And somehow, as he got to the hospital, started gaining some feelings back, and glad to see the young man back out on the field as he's in at quarterback. 2nd down and 8. He takes a toss sweep to the left. William Blount's there. It's Deal initially, but he doesn't get the tackle. It'll be finished off by a host of Governors.
Number 5.
Yeah, like you were saying, Rob, really miraculous to see this young man on the field after just a couple weeks of that happening. You love to see it. God is good all the time, keeping these kids healthy.
Yes, sir. 3rd down here for the Patriots. Their opening drive. We are in the mercy rule. William Blount leading 41-0.
No gain on the play.
Yeah, the clock is off tonight. Beasley's going to be sacked from behind.
Number 7.
And that is the junior Stogner with a sack, the big red tech sack back to the 30-yard line.
31, Patrick Stogner.
Make it the 31 will be the line of scrimmage where they go to punt. William Blount's got Boger back to return.
11. To be 4th down. and
So
21.
the clock is malfunctioning here, so don't go by that clock. We are in a running clock, second half, mercy rule. 41-0. Kick off to the left, going to hit and go out of bounds around the 38-yard line.
Bounds around the 38-yard line.
37 is what they're going to say.
Fair enough.
So
Let's
that's
see
where
who-
William Blount will start their drive. Let's see, as I think I cut you off, let's see if the first stringers come out here.
It looks like Fisher Newman's probably going to get this burn here to start this second half, as the starters will be out. Fisher will bring the troops up. Looks like he'll have Swaney as his tailback. We'll try to get some of these new names. Noble is a receiver here at the bottom of your screen. Newman in the gun. He'll hand to Swaney. Swaney falling forward to the 40 for 3 yards. Receiver. There's no lighting in this press box either, so that's another problem. I got to try to look at the rosters. Logan Little. No, I'm sorry. Connor McCracken, number 45.
Number Swain.
13, Swaney gets no quarterback keeper. Newman's going to RPO, pass incomplete.
Incomplete. Over the head of number 33.
The clock ticks under 8 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
Yep. Don't do you no problems there as the clock continues to run, unless Union County can get 2 scores and get it under 30 points. Swaney to the left. H-back is Bird. Straight drop for Newman. Throws a screen pass into the ground, and it'll be a 3rd down punting situation. As the first time tonight, William Blount will have to punt the ball away probably.
They will. They'll bring out the punt unit. Looks like punting the football is going to be.
Looks like
what number is
Bogert.
that?
Looks like
I believe that
Bogert.
is Bogert.
He'll be our third punter this year, I believe.
Yep. Reed has punted.
Dabrowski and now
Boger.
Nathan. Standing back at the 30 is the two return men, Reed and Olaseki or Bueller.
Governor's back to punt.
William Blount brings James in here for a tight punt formation. The snap by Henson is a good one. The punt by Boger.
Almost
He
blocked.
almost took way too much time and shanks it off the right side of his foot, out of bounds. Not even to the 40, I don't believe.
Let's see where they mark it. Going to put it down at the 36.
Oh, do they have a 5-yard running into the kicker or a 15-yard personal
Oh.
foul? Because of the way Boger held on to it for so long,
Penalty marker on the field.
they wrote in the book like it's a personal foul.
Roughing the kicker against the Patriots.
No, he said it should just be running into. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. William Blount probably wants to re-punt.
It'll be first down. 10 yards to go for the Governor.
They're going to say.
Oh, wow. No.
No. He didn't make the personal foul signal. He just did the 5-yard running into signal.
Yeah, I don't think he made the right signal, though.
But they've give William Blount 15 yards, I believe.
They have. So the offense is back on the field.
So these third quarter first downs are going to be brought to you by the Blount Partnership. Third quarter timeouts, probably won't use any, will be brought to you by East Tennessee Insurers. Give them a call, 977-6853. Across the middle, going to be dropped.
it.
Little bit behind Bird.
Still a catchable ball. Wide open, too. You'd like to see that one get
Yeah.
hauled in.
Yeah, Braden wants that one back. But you'll say, Fisher's just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because they're bearing down on him.
Clock ticks close to about 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Once again, running clock, so incompletions do not matter.
Newman
That's a hold.
rolls to the right. They called the hold penalty. Now Newman takes off and takes a hit around the 49-yard line. Be a 10-yard penalty.
Tackle on play by 32.
What a throw by that.
I thought he was
official.
throwing a
Did you
flag.
see that?
Yeah, he threw that ball 45 yards across the field to the William Blount sideline.
Dart.
So a 15 or 10-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage is where they'll mark 10 off here, bring up second down and 10 or 20. Actually, it'll be first. I think it'll be first and 21.
Yes.
No. Second. I'm sorry.
Second, yeah.
Incompletion was
Yeah.
to Bird.
And that's the fourth penalty of the night for William Blount.
Screen pass set up to Bird, caught over here, but he's going for negative yardage, maybe 1
Maybe.
yard loss.
Braden Bird brought down by 35. Free Kate. Also 32 Chase Odom. It'll be third down.
Next week we'll be off, guys. Everybody enjoy your fall break. And then we'll come back with a road trip, hopefully to Dobbins Bennett. There's a fake to toss sweep. Newman across the middle, going to be intended for Bird. Nice defensive play right there by Bueller, I believe. Beeler. I'm sorry, Beeler, not Bueller. Beeler. And that'll bring up another punting situation. So technically this will be the first punt, as the last one didn't count. And it'll be Boger again.
It'll be fourth down for the Governor.
Probably only a couple minutes left here in the third. Snap is good. Boger, this time no pressure, straight away.
Much better punt on this one.
Going to hit, but take a sideways bounce and be down to around the 32.
Kick down to around the 32-yard line. We're going to be first down 10, Patriots.
Jefferson County takes the lead on Morristown West 14-10. Clinton gets on the scoreboard against Anderson County. It's 19-7. First and 10 Patriots, but they're going to call a timeout. This timeout brought to you by East Tennessee Insurers. Give them a call, 977-6853. We'll take a 60-second break. All right, we're back here for the Patriots' second drive of the second half. First one went 3 and out. Beasley's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Good ball. It's going to be caught. 20, 15, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. Patriots 68 yards.
And that's got to be good for Beasley, guys. What a throw.
So the shutout is over. And you could see the arm right there, Stan.
Yes.
That looks
definitely
like a guy that is a starter for this team. As Beasley will line up to go for 2. 41-6. Clock will still roll as it's not under 30. If it gets under 30, then they'll start playing regular clock rules.
Does it roll during extra points?
Yes, during extra points, but not to the kickoff. That's a quarterback sneak in for 2. That was just a barrel down on your nose. Quarterback sneak. It's 41-8. We'll take a 30-second break. All right, Patriots kicking off. William Blount's.
25 shot. Rich kicking off.
Rich will do the kicking. It looks like he's going to kick it deep. But don't be surprised if they try something here.
Kick it off.
Pooch it down the middle. Going to be taken, I believe it's D-Hart. Straight ahead. And not much.
They're going to call a flag here on Telfer, I believe, for laying on the guy after he pancaked him.
Penalty marker down.
Blocked him too good. What play did they call? Holding.
The governor.
Nearing about 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Govs need a well-sustained drive here to
They changed white hats.
get it way, way down.
Looks like, Robbie, we changed white hats
Yeah, this
The referee.
happened down at Saudi Daisy last year. Remember when we blew that team out?
Right.
So then the other white hat is
It's on the sideline. I think running the clock
running the
or
clock, and this will give this young man
some experience.
a chance to get some experience.
Yeah.
It'll be a toss to, looks like Swank. Swank coming around, going to be hit around the 20.
And that should be close to it for the third quarter, guys. That's got to be close to it. Unless they scored at the end of.
Yeah, but like you say, there's so many variables.
Yeah.
People run it so many different ways.
Yeah, we just don't know.
Yeah.
We've seen it stop on extra points, and we've seen it run. Second down and 3. Give Swank 3 on the catch reception. This time it'll be a handoff up the middle. Swaney, actually
23.
23. Craig.
Handoff 23, Jacob Craig.
Craig, the sophomore reserve tailback.
Correction number 3, Brandon Reed and 52.
So third down and 4.
On the stop for the Patriots.
Still here in the third quarter. Clock should be just about
Third down, 4.
down to seconds. And a free
That's a free
5
five.
yards and a first down for William Blount. That'll be a Blount partnership first down.
Hit ball foul.
Oh, they said William Blount moved.
Oh, my. What?
That's what they called.
Who in the world would have moved? There's no play call. Never mind. That's a 5-yard penalty. Bring up 3rd and 9.
Third down, 9 yards to go for William Blount.
Got to get it off.
Newman going backwards now. Throws across the middle.
And-
Dropped.
Oh.
And a big hit by Cates. Making sure
Intended for number 5, Tay Williams.
that Williams did not come up with it.
It'll be
And
4th down in another punting situation.
still don't understand the clock.
Yeah, why are we.
Fourth down, 9 yards to go for the Governors.
We're going to need to get an explanation as to how much time is left, unless we're already in the 4th quarter and didn't realize.
Well, we would have moved, changed ends.
Yeah, that's true.
We've been in this quarter for 15 minutes.
And there's only been really one stoppage, and that was, what, about a minute for a kickoff?
Boger kicks it. Spiraling kick. Going to be caught at the 48-yard line. Going backwards to the 50. Now turns the corner to the 40. 35-30. 25-20. 15-10 and tripped up there.
Brandon Reed on the return.
Brandon Reed. And now, if they score here, we're under the mercy rule. Now that's the end of the quarter, so we'll take a 60-second break.
And the third quarter.
All right, starting this one inside the 10. First and goal, Patriots. Beasley's going to get it to Hatmaker, and he's going backwards.
Great stop there by the William Blount defense.
Tackling the play by 24, Mason Johnson.
Mason Johnson was all over that. Loss of, well, they only gave him loss of 2, maybe 3, I
I
guess.
think 3, maybe back to the 12.
Loss of 3 by Hadmaker. And then second down.
13, yeah, back to the 13. Second to go from the 13. Clock rolls here in the 4th. Clock on your screen is not correct. Rolling to his right. Beasley in the
Got a
corner.
guy open. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
No, they're going to say he's short, guys. As we've got a guy injured here on the right side.
It's going to be marked out at the 1, so it's going to be 3rd down and goal.
I believe we had a linebacker fall. Wasn't sure exactly who it was.
Barrera, looks like Justin Barrera is hurt for us. Power eye, quarterback, whoa, just walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Beasley. And we're now under the mercy rule and a penalty flag flies.
Penalty marker.
I believe it's probably going to be on William Blount from the way the official was.
Dead ball and sportsmanlike on William Blount. We had multiple last week. Why not have some more today when you're up by 27 points?
So they put that here, I guess.
I say they'll put it on the kickoff.
Well, if you're going for 2,
But they're going.
they're kicking. They're kicking. They're going to call timeout.
4th quarter timeout going to be brought to you by Tim Tipton, award-winning realtor, Realty Executives. Give them a call. Let's take a 60-second break. We're back with the extra point.
Almost blocked.
It's left.
That's good.
Oh, did get through there. Your score now 41-15. William Blount only leads by 26, so we're under mercy rule. We'll take a 30-second break. All right, we're back here, and you know they're going to do an onside kick because
Oh, yeah,
ball's already at the 45. So anything past the 35, William Blount's ready for it. Not sure why he's running so far back. Unless he's going to do like a...
No, he boots it, guys, for a touchback.
That was a 25-yard kickoff. That ball netted 25 yards.
Yep. That's probably the worst thing to do, Robbie.
Hey,
You're not onside to kick it. Just kick it around about the 5 and try to pin them.
Yeah, that was weird. Weird decision there. But
why you wouldn't go for the onside. But does give an opportunity for a touchback for Rich.
Rich gets a touchback. Yeah, it might be his first career.
William Blount runs somebody off late. We're going to get hit right here with it, I think. Timeout. They did.
Here we go. This timeout brought to you by Tim Tepton. We'll take a 30-second break. All right, we're back here. William Blount, Newman at quarterback, going to throw a screen pass, going to be caught. Down here on the left side, off to the races. William Blount's off to the races, 50, 45, 40. Can he be outrunning? He cannot. He's caught from behind, as that's number 21 for William Blount. That's Gavin. Oh, that's the freshman, Stan Robinson. We're in the orange zone here. Big play there for the freshman. You've seen a lot of him in freshman JV action, and finally get to see him in the varsity. You see what he can do with the ball.
It went for 63 right there on that play. So
Newman in the gun will keep it himself. Straight ahead, still on his feet. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and falling into the end zone. Touchdown, Fisher Newman.
That'll put us back in the mercy rule.
17-yard run by Cooper.
Good answer by the young freshman, or young Governors.
Yeah, 2 plays, 80 yards, Robbie, for WB.
Newman part of all of it.
So we've had 2 one-play drives and 1 2-play drive.
That's kind of what we did last week. It's crazy. Extra point up by Tyler, and it's good. 48. 48-15, your score now. We'll take a 60-second break.
Hayden. Tyler to kick off.
Back here for the Anywhere Movers kickoff, Tyler looking to keep this one in the boundary and let that clock run. As this is a really good kick.
Oh, yeah. Back to the 5.
Might be one of the best ones I've seen from him, as that ball is going to be stopped inside the 25. So that is where Union County will start on offense.
Ball big play. On the 23-yard line for the first down, Patriots.
And a clock will roll. So hopefully out of here in about 10 minutes. Done before 9. We can get a stop. Straight drop for Beasley. He's got the same play going deep again across the middle. This Olaseki let it go through his hands.
Pass by number 7, Braden Beasley.
Boy, Stan Beasley looks good.
He does, doesn't he? He's 2 for 3 for 80 yards.
He's a little smaller than Reed, but it looks like he delivers a really accurate ball down the field.
So that was the opening game, right, that he got hurt? I think, Robbie.
Third game.
Third game, okay.
Yeah, Cosby. Second or third. He'll take it on a straight drop, going across the middle, intercepted. It's going to be taken. Oh, he fumbled. William Blount's going to pick it up, though. I believe it's Deal. No, I'm sorry. Intercepted by Stogner, and then recovered. Baker on the fumble recovery.
And then first down, 10 yards to go. Governors on the 31-yard line.
Newman in.
Pass complete. Pass to number 80, Braxton Green.
That's Braxton Green getting 7 yards. Every second down and 3. Tailback for William Blount, 29,
24.
is Devontae Dean. Straight drop for Newman. He's going to throw it to the fade wide open. It's going to be caught.
45.
Number 45.
That's McCracken, Connor McCracken,
31
senior wide receiver, into the game, getting a touchdown.
We could do a second half audios. Yeah.
We'll kick the extra point here. What in the world's going on here? A Union County player just came from the William Blount sideline.
That is good by Tyler.
Doesn't matter. The extra point's up and good. It's 55-15. We'll take a 60-second break. Anywhere Movers kickoff 40-point lead. It's going to be taken by Beeler over here at the 12. Running down the right side. He's bottled up. Good coverage that time. That's how that's supposed to be played. Good deep kick in the corner and then bottled up. Stayed in their lanes.
Ball be placed on the 25-yard line. Where it'll be first down. 10 yards to go, Patriots.
Looks like Reed is back in, playing receiver.
Clock should be ticking down close to under 6 minutes, I would assume. Got to be close to it.
The quarterback hands it off to Beeler running left. It's going to be a run for 5.
They're going to call a hold, though, so it'll be coming back.
Beeler on the carry.
It's hard to run wide on those plays without getting caught holding.
Hold against the Patriots.
Be first down, repeat first down at about 17. Beasley going to step up in
He's
the
gotta
pocket,
go,
take
yeah.
off and run. He's out past the 25.
Good tackle there, running him from behind.
Yeah.
Number 10, Braden Beasley.
Good job by Beasley, though, to get some of that back.
Try to get some scores here. As this game is well in hand as it goes up by 40. Probably under
7-yard line.
about 8 minutes left, maybe 7 or 8 minutes left in this game. As we do not have a functioning clock here at Union County tonight. There's a quarterback going down for a Red Tech sack. Gang of Governors.
Quarterback keeper by number 7, Braden Beasley.
Dobbins been at 14, Elizabethton 7. Alcoa 21, West 10. Science Hill 37-7.
Third down 9 for the Patriots.
Third down and 9 for the Patriots. Still don't have a Heritage score since we told you earlier. Nope, 27-10 now in favor of Halls over Heritage. Beasley going to chuck it over here on the right side of bounds, I believe. Almost one-handed grab by Beeler.
For number 10.
Brings up fourth down and 9. Looks like the Patriots will punt.
Yep.
Fourth down 9 for the Patriots.
Olaseki, he's been busy tonight. Stan, how many punts?
Olaseki back to punt.
Probably getting close to about 8 or 9. This one's sky high.
Short, though, as it takes a William Blount bounce and bounces back to.
They'll say 49.
Yeah, for 23.
Ball bounces on the 49. Bounces back to the other 49. It'll be first down, 10 yards to go. Governors on the Patriots, 49-yard line.
Robbie, that's their 5th punt, although they did have the one that they botched.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember that.
Yeah, so
they dropped
lined
it.
up 6 times.
Yeah.
William Blount, still, let's see, still going with Newman here. Tight end, is he covered up? No, never mind. Here comes Robeson in motion. He'll flip to Robeson. Robeson gets wide. Now he gets up down inside the 40, 35-30, 25-20, cuts it up, 15, and Robeson will take it to the house. the freshman, with a house call, 49 yards.
Is that 4 one-play drives now, guys, for the Govs? Three.
And 1 2-play drive.
Yep. You're right, Stan. You're right.
That guy has a bright future. Extra point after the Red Tech scoring play. Down on the block. Kick is up and good. It's now 62-15. William Blount 1 point away from a school record. Actually, Stan, was it 63 or 62 down at Bradley?
62.
It was 62, so we've tied it.
Yeah, we've tied it.
That's right. We missed one extra point that night. That's why I couldn't remember if it was 62.
I think it was like 48 at the half. I don't remember.
Finished 62-0. So try to get some more scores as I was running down those. As we mentioned, Halls has taken a 27-10 lead over Heritage. Fulton 40-0 over South Dole. Farragut and Bradley in a 1-point game in the third quarter. Farragut does lead. Grace Christian all over Austin East. They'll move to 7-0. Anderson County over Clinton's 26-7. And Jeff County leads Morristown West now 14-10. Kick is down the middle, down at the hash. Going to be taken by Beeler straight ahead. Gets good tackle there at the 25-yard line. Looks like Johnson and
Jackson
Jones. Dobbins Bennett and Elizabethan go 14-14 into the fourth quarter. If you remember game one, Science Hill dominated Elizabethan 35-14. So that might tell you a little bit of difference between Science Hill and Dobbins Bennett. We think the Dobbins Bennett William Blount game can be very intriguing.
Here at David Tropic Field, home of the Patriots.
1st and 10, Patriots. Probably under 2 minutes or 3 minutes left in this game. Beasley scrambling, and he slides. That could be a penalty if he gave himself up a little sooner.
They're not going to call it this time, but definitely something you might want to point out in the film room.
Slide forward for a couple.
Yeah, we should be getting close to the end here. We've got 8:58 as the time on our clocks.
Yeah, I was thinking somewhere around, there it is. That's the ball game, folks. Your final score, William Blount 62 and Union County 15. We'll take a couple-minute break, come back with scoring and stats and standing. We'll wrap it up here and get back on the road. Take a 2-minute break.
Heartland Roofing postgame show. William Blount wins big tonight, 62-15 over the Union County Patriots. Blount led 41-0 at the half. Union County scored a couple of times in the second half, a 68-yard pass from Beasley to Beeler, and then a Beasley 1-yard run. Beasley also had the conversion run there. And then William Blount scores 3 at the end. Some of the nice younger players got in. Newman with a 17-yard run. Aiden Tyler's kick is good. That was made it 48-15. McCracken with a 24-yard pass from Newman. Tyler's kick is good, made it 55-15. And then Robeson with a 49-yard burst. He gets over 100 yards in total offense because he had a 63-yard reception as well. And that was the final score, 62-15. Here are your stats. Stats with Stan, of course, brought to you by Red Tech. Appreciate Red Tech all year long. First downs, William Blount 17, Union County 5. On the ground, William Blount rushed it 17 times for 189. Union County, 24 rushes for -2. In the air, William Blount combined between Newman and Dabrowski, 14 of 20, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 273 yards through the air. For Union County, they were 2 of 8 combined for 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 80 yards. Total offense was 462 for the Govs, 78 for the Patriots. Penalties, 6 for 50 for William Blount, 7 for 65 for the Patriots. Blount with no turnovers. Patriots had 2. And punting, William Blount twice for a 32-yard average. Union County punted 5 times for 29.4. Real quickly, individual stats. Klein had 80 yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground. Dabrowski, 35 yards and a couple of touchdowns on the ground. Robeson, 49 yards and a touchdown. Newman, 17 yards and a touchdown as well. Through the air, it was 179 for Dabrowski. It was 94 for Newman. And then through the air, reception, it was Robeson, 1 catch for 63. Couple catches for Klein and a touchdown, 48. Telford had 3 for 40 in the first half. Boger, 17 yards. McCracken, a catch for 24 and a touchdown. Green for 1 for 7. Over on the Union County side, not a lot on the offensive end, or if we see on the rushing yards, as Beasley was the only positive with 1 yard. And then through the air, Beasley was 80 yards on 2 of 5 in the second half, but he did have the interception. And, of course, Beeler with 68-yard touchdown, also getting on for the Union County Patriots. Once again, your final score, Robbie, William Blount 62, Union County 15. William Blount moves to 4-3.
Yep, 4-3 going into the bye week. Got a week to get healthy and ride some momentum as you go into Dobbins-Bennett in a big region matchup, trying to get to that 2 seed to host a possible playoff game. It's still in front of us. Stan, our Murphy Bobcat player of the game tonight. I am going – Klein's already got one this year, so I'm going to go with Fisher Newman, Stan. Come in with that second unit and
threw a touchdown and ran a touchdown.
Yep. So combined for a couple touchdowns there and did a good job with the second unit in there sustaining the lead. Actually increased the lead by a touchdown. So shout out to him. Also, the whole defense deserves it tonight, saying negative yards. Right. So you got
negative yards
rushing. Yeah. So you got to give them credit there to the front line. Montgomery getting a first start tonight. Monroe is there, of course. So shout out to those guys too. And then our first to burst tonight, winner with the party pack. Also, the player of the game gets the 4-pack, Skate Reynolds, and pitcher of Cola Pizza from the Roll Arena goes to Fisher Newman also. But your guest, you're the fan tonight who predicted that Jackson Obrowski be the first to burst and win the party pack is going to be Donnie Everett. Donnie Everett wins that, and we'll get that prize to him this week. He'll probably let Allie and her friends go. I don't know. If Donnie, you see him on some rollerblades or not. So that's going to do it from Union County High School. The Govs victorious tonight by a final score of 62-15. 15, tying the school record for most points in a game. Your final score, 62-15. We'll see you in 2 weeks.